After suffering 2 heartbreaking losses and a wave of cold symptoms last weekend, the Rainbow Wahine looked to bounce back to its winning ways. Hey, Hawaii serving. Hui. Anderson saves it. Taylor gets it across. Brandt to Kaufman. Penrod goes to Anderson. That ball doesn't go over. And Hawaii makes short work of Weber State in the first game, winning 25-13.
Speaking of Stephanie Farrell and her 3 aces, 2007 she had no aces. 2008 no aces. 2009 she's got 2. That's a career record for her already with 3 aces tonight.
So Hawaii knows that they are the superior team. There is no doubt about that. But to be in system and to work that system and make it almost second nature, that's one of the goals of this team. That means good passing, good setting.
I think Dave showed he's only going to leave this group intact right now so they can get back in system and feel right with each other again. And then he'll start subbing very liberally, I think. Give people like Karina Kashopo a chance and give Alex Forsythe a chance and Kat Fowler.
Fowler comes in along with Brandt, and Brandt will serve. Hewitt, Fowler, Danielson in the front row now for Hawaii. Brandt serves in the air by Taylor. Outside to Anderson, and she hits it to you. That ball was hit to you.
Didn't quite make it all the way. I think one of the ball girls stole it from me.
Aloha ball game 2 for Hawaii. They lead 24-13. Serving again is Brandt, and that is shanked by Taylor, and that's the end of the second game. 25-13. And she was an extraordinary player. She really was. And still is, probably.
Still wish she had gone to the national team just a little bit longer. She did give it a run, but she really wasn't given enough playing time and opportunity, so she decided to come back, and I think she's teaching school now, but and coaching some high school volleyball. But boy, what I think really she could have done as well as Robin Amo. And it's a tough road to hoe on the international level when you're on the short side, but Kanani coming out, one of the great blocking setters I've ever seen, just like Amo.
Penrod gets us underway in the third game. Dug up by Hui. Outside to Kaufman. Penrod serves again. Dug up again by Hui. This time it's Danielson. That ball dug up by Anderson. Leggett blocked back by the Shopo. That ball is hit off the hit by Otonero.
And it's set just a little bit too low for even the quick Kanani to get to.
And an ace. Serving again. That ball dug up by Danielson. Overpass. Hit by Anderson. Saved by Danielson. Outside it goes to Kashopo.
He could really be a dominating offensive force once she gets, the experience.
Forsythe is coming to the game along with Kashopo. A lot of height in that front row. That ball is an ace for Kaufman. Kaufman to serve again, 3 serving 4. That ball dug up by Cap. Outside it goes to Anderson. That's blocked by Kashopo. And Kaufman to serve. Popped in the air by Bear. Penrod goes to Leggett, pushes it over. There's Otonero, Mafua, Kashopo. That's dug up nicely. And the ball hit over by Leggett. Cap serving, could have been an out ball, and that was hit by Lee, who is now the libero. Lee gets it across, advantage now, Weber State. Ball is hit over by Anderson, that's saved by Danielson, and Otonero. That's saved by Cap. Outside it goes to Leggett, that's blocked back. They battle at the net, and that's won by Forsythe. Serving is Otonero. That ball shanked. 6-5, Hawaii leading. Otonero again, dug up by Bear, waiting for it is Penrod. Goes to Leggett. Diving attempt to get there by Lee. Ball comes off the net. That's saved by Lee. Goes to Danielson. That'll be returned. Here's Mario through the double block. 7 is Leggett. Dug up by Lee. Mafua goes to Danielson. Brandt has come in to serve. That's in the air by Mario. Cap goes to Leggett. That's saved by Lee. Ball is hooked over, and it will be returned. Hooked over by Forsythe. Ball hit by Mario. Cross court, Danielson. Mario to serve. Gets it in. Lee near the net. Put over by Mafua. That's saved by Leggett. In the air by Cap. Hit over by Leggett. Mafua setting.
Watch Kaufman.
She went straight up and hit it straight down.
Yeah, she hit what's called the tight slide right behind the setter. Bear left and went out for the wide slide to the antenna. Hence, Kaufman had a clear shot at the floor.
Bear is blocked. Lee serving. Penrod sets up Leggett, puts it into the net. With this lineup that's in there now, with Brandt and Mafua, Kaufman, Danielson, Ochenero, and Lee, they look much more comfortable than when they had the bigger lineup in there. And that's because they play more.
Exactly. I think the other two big girls have got to get some time in, otherwise they're not going to get better.
Cap to Penrod, hit over by Fackrell. Ochenero, Mafua. Danielson.
This week against Cal in Texas.
Danielson with an ace. Service error. In Hawaii by locally owned Mid-Pac Petroleum. Into the net. Mafua to serve, 15 serving 10. Cap in the air, Penrod. Back set to Bear. Good dig by Lee. Chase down Mafua. Ochenero off the block. That's saved by Kashopo. Kashopo with the hit. And she hits it out. Dug up by Danielson. Mafua goes to Kashopo. Kaufman serving. That ball is lifted up and out. To serve again. It's dug up by Cap. And hit over by Bear. There's Danielson, Mafua, and Forsythe. Serving again is Kaufman. Taylor goes outside to Anderson. Cap serving, dug up by Lee. Mafua outside to Kashopo and serves, gets it over. Dug up Danielson, Mafua, and the ball is hit again by Kashopo. This time it was a little higher, this time a little better.
Exactly, Mafua definitely rose the level of that set so that Kashopo could get under it and reach and attack that block, hit the high hands. 19-13,
Hawaii leading. Ochenero to serve. A ball dug up by Bear. And Bear hits it long. Some of the patronage starting to leave. Ball is in the air by Anderson. She gets it back. Anderson with a little tip shot. Serving is Leggett. Mafua. And Brandt serves. Dug up by Cap. Taylor goes to Anderson, has to put it over left-handed, then right-handed. When it comes back, goes to Fowler. Little touch, Bear is there. Taylor, back set, hitting the ball over his Fackrell. That was an out ball, hit by Lee. They joust at the net. Lee cannot get to it. Gets it in, Lee, over the net. Advantage Weber State. They go outside, and Fackrell hits it into the net. 22-15, serving is Lee, serves it long. That is long. Serving is Danielson in the air, chased down by Taylor. Here's Bear, and Bear hits it long. So it is match point, and the very patient crowd, but the very anticipatory crowd, because they knew that Hawaii was the overwhelming favorite, and they slowly rise. Serving is Danielson. Goes cross court to Taylor. Here is Bear, and that's in. Bear says, not here, not now, not me. Serving is Jones. In the air, Danielson. Match. 25-17, Hawaii using their reserves in the third game. Take a look now at the Red Star moment, and it has a lot to do with Stephanie Farrell. All of a sudden, she had a serve that could not be handled. She had 3 straight aces earlier in the match, and we congratulate her for that. Red Star moment sponsored by Heineken. Give yourself a good name. This place emptied out quickly.